Hi darlings, this is Christina and today we're going to talk about my January favorites. I have quite a few things that I've been using consistently. I've been trying to switch it up a little, some new, some old. So if you're interested, just keep watching and let's get into it. I'm trying to figure out where to begin. So maybe let's start with the looks I've been going for. So more recently, I have been looking to spice up my lipstick game. I used to typically like really bright, vivid eyes, shimmer, shine, glitter, all that, and I still love it. Don't get me wrong, I love the colors, I love vibrant eye looks, but because I feel like right now the weather is a little bit droopy, it's a little gloomy, it's a little dark, cloudy here in California, I've been wanting to brighten up my spirits by brightening up my lips. So today, that's where we'll start. I've been going with light eyes, so not much to the eyes and a lot more attention to the lips. So let's talk first about the lipstick combo I've been using, or that I've been liking. So this is the Chanel 172 in Bois de Rose. And this is one of their newer formulas. What I love about the Chanel lip liners is that they are very creamy, very smooth. Now this one is a reformulation, but honestly, I don't really know what the difference is. I don't feel any difference between the old and the new. You didn't receive a sharpener in the newest version, which is kind of sad. I love to have the sharpeners all over the place because I'm always losing them. But this is a beautiful lip liner, and what I'll do is I will line my lips if I'm going for a nice pretty pinky purple color. And then I've been pulling out my Clé de Peau cream liners, our cream lipsticks. So I reviewed these last year. They are fantastic. Today I'm actually mixing the two. I have 120 current and I have 119, how do you pronounce this? Verisa? So current and Verisa, and current is more like a berryish pinky color. Verisa is a bright pink. So initially I thought I could pull off this bright pink color on its own, but I just find that it's a lot right now. So perhaps in summertime, but I'm so happy I've been able to pull these out and use them. The reason why I haven't really used these in the past is because I realized, you know what, you need a lip liner with them. They feel so comfortable on the lips. They're creamy, buttery, but they can kind of go over the lip line. So I find that when using any of these, you need to pair it with a lip liner, and it gives you a beautiful, creamy, smooth foundation of lipstick that lasts very well throughout the day. I wear these at work. When I wore this combo to work, I got a lot of compliments. It was raining that day, and one of the doctors I work with was like, "Ooh, look at you with your bright lip." He didn't say I love it, but he was like, "That's a really nice look for you. That's a really nice look." Like, sometimes lip colors can just uplift you a little, especially on those dreary days when you're feeling like, meh, I wish I could just sleep in. Put on a fun bright lip. It really does make a difference. So that's some of my favorites. In regards to my eyes, I've been going more neutral in my eyes when I do this bold lip. So one of the things I've been loving is my GUERLAIN Nudes palette. I love this palette. I think it is very fantastically crafted, made, paired all these colors. These two neutrals are amazing for if you want a nice little transition shade. I like to mix these two. That's actually what I did here today, but I'll swatch these for you so you can see what these actually look like. And if you recall, last year I said that I wanted to purchase this palette for my sister because she's getting married, and I wanted something that was going to be very neutral to her skin tone. I told you she is darker skin, so I thought these darker colors would work really well to give her a nice natural crease color. And I find that I actually really like this as too. These two work well for me, and then if I want to deepen it, I use these two colors, and I love it. I really love this formula. GUERLAIN has really impressed me last year with its formula. Back to Clé de Peau. I have been back on my Clé de Peau. This is the Clé de Peau Cushion Foundation, and I always love this foundation, but I find that it was a lot to deal with, because you know, you have to press a little pad and you press it in, and it's like a whole process. It's a little bit messier, I felt like, and I didn't want to really talk about it because 30 is the deepest color, which you already know is a problem. Like, if this is the darkest color you have, that's problematic. Like, of all the ranges of skin color, I'm definitely not in the darker range. So yeah, that's my only problem with this, but the foundation itself is really beautiful. I am working on compiling my luxury favorite foundations, the ones that are worth it. I do feel like there are seasons for foundations. So right now, since we're in winter, I'm testing and comparing all my foundations so I can compile and get a really good reasoning for my listing, my rankings for foundations. So I'm working on that, but I'm using them at work, but I'm still testing. My next thing that I've been using a lot is the Gucci Illuminating Drops. And as you can see, I've only had this a few months and I've used so much of it and I really love it. I probably use like way too much. I really need just the smallest amount from the dropper, but I just find, I'm wearing it today, that you don't need a lot, right? So let me get a little bit more. And it just looks so skin-like. It just makes your skin look glossy and fresh. And do you see it's on my knuckle here? It's just a really nice radiant highlighter. Like, it really is. Like, you just boop, 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 and we're done. And that's so easy, and I just love it. I feel like this is a really great product. I hope it comes out on more than just the Gucci website, because once again, you have to wait for like the signer and things. So hopefully it comes back to like Sephora and all the other retailers, but I really have been enjoying this Gucci Illuminating Drops. I don't know in which order this is going to come, but I have really been enjoying this Nikki LaRose concealer brush. Now I'm going to do a dedicated video, and I'm not sure which order it's going to come, because I may have already put the review out when I do my January favorites, so the January favorites may come first. I'm not sure. But regardless, this is amazing, okay? Changed my game completely on my concealer. I have been struggling with dryness in my eyes, my texture, my lines are showing up, and there was no fixing it until this brush. And she did an amazing job. Nikki LaRose and BK Beauty knocked out of the park with this. I love it so much. I am definitely going to be picking up the set, and I will probably do a dedicated review once I get all the brushes and I use them for a little bit. But I gotta say, this has wowed me, so definitely a must. I have been able to use my Gucci concealer again because I've been struggling so much with my foundation or with my concealer that I haven't been able to use this. So now I can, and I love it with the brush specifically. It helps me get that perfect blend. So easy, so seamless. I've also been using my Beige. This is the Complexion Touch. So it's definitely more fuller coverage than the Water Fresh tint, but I've been using this very specifically under my eyes. So when it's really dry, I really like to use this under my eye. Look how little you need, but it is like water with some coverage, and I feel like it just gives my under eyes that little hydration that it needs sometimes. So I have really been enjoying this particular concealer as well. I've been using it more than the Gucci, but sometimes I combine them both if I feel like I need a little fuller coverage. In regards to blushes, they are all, unfortunately, Chanel blushes. Not unfortunately, they are my favorite, but let's talk about my favorite, like neutral blush, eyeshadow, bronzer. It does it all. This is Beige at Corail. This was that fall release, the Equinox color, and I tell you, I love this blush. I really do, and I use it a lot. I use it at work, you know, if I want to just add a little touch of color. I use it outside of work if I just don't want to have a lot of makeup on, if I'm running errands on my day off. After I take my kids to school, I'll put this on my I'll put it on my cheeks as a bronzer blush, and as an eyeshadow, wham bam, get out of the door, put some mascara on, put a little lip gloss or whatever, and be out. And it is fabulous for that. This is probably like gonna be a lot of my favorites because I just love this blush so much. So that's one. Then we have the release that just came out, the Le Beige Winter Glow. This is Rose Polaire, and I actually ended up purchasing this purchasing this much later after my initial review because I loved the blush, the Mauve Glacé, so much. I thought I liked the pink, and I was not wrong. It's a very beautiful color, and if you want to add just a little hint of blush, looks very seamless. It's a very interesting formulation. Then we have the Fantasy de Chanel. You can see, you wouldn't even know what brand this is. That's how much I've used this. I do not believe in saving my products. I believe in using them. That's why I pay the money. I'm reviewing them, but I also use them, and I go to work every day. And even when I'm not at work, I like to wear makeup somewhat. And so, as you can see, another beautiful pinky blush, but it's different than the winter the Les Beige winter collection. As you can see, this definitely has a lot more of a sheen, a glistening finish, where this has more of a powdered down luminescence. It's very interesting, but they are different. And actually the Rose Polaire has more pigmentation. It's a definitely warmer pink, where Fantasy de Chanel is a cooler toned pink. I'm actually wearing the Fantasy de Chanel today, but of course I have to include my Mauve Glacier. This is also from the Chanel Winter Beige collection. Now when I'm going for my more I would say when I'm going for kind of like my purpley colors, and I don't know if purple's a good color, because this is definitely more of a strawberry-ish pinkish color, kind of. It's an interesting color, right? It's definitely leans a little warm for sure. And I don't know if you can see it, but this one actually has a little more sheen than the Rose Polaire. So I find that very interesting. Now, I was very tempted to pick up the peach shade, the orange, the peaches shade, but I resisted the urge because I have a lot of blushes already, a lot of peach blushes. So I will not be picking that up. I have let myself let that go. I have a lot of blushes I can recreate to make a similar look. So, but I can't speak more highly about them. I have 2 out of 3 blushes, and I'm sure that one is beautiful too. I've seen the reviews, and it looks like it has a golden shift. Oh, I may eat my words, but at this point I have said no, I'm not getting that blush. So I'm settled. I'm settled right now. I actually have been trying to create, so I told you I've been doing more neutral eyes, heavier on the lips, but I've been finding so much fun use with this Pat McGrath Ultra Lip Liner Gel. This is the color Brown Nouveau, and I've been looking for something that's going to give me 90s vibes, and I paired this beautiful chocolate brown color with like my Dior 200 nude lipstick in the velvet finish, and oh, gorgeous. It gives me just that 90s look I'm looking for. So if I wanted to go for a different look today, I would pair those 2 colors, and I love it. And this is also super creamy. I picked this up when they were having their sale some months ago. I think it was like $13. Definitely check Pat when she has her sales. She has them often, and you really get some great things, some great deals. This is my favorite. You know, I'm always using the Chanel. This is the Rose Naturel 158 color, and it just is a perfect everyday color, but more specifically I use it with this color. I've been having another love affair with the Chanel Ultra Le Tenue. I have many of them, okay? Intense Caramel, and this one is probably one of my favorites. Oh, also Chic Rosewood. And let me know if you guys want a dedicated review of all the different colors of the Ultra Tenue, but if you have somewhere you need to go, okay? You got a wedding, you have an event, you're at work, a place where you cannot touch up, like you need your lipstick to last for hours and hours and hours without fading, this is it. It's amazing, and I loved this color so much. I actually have a backup of it because it is supposed to be a limited edition color, and it dries down. You put the gloss over top, and you have this beautiful look throughout the day. It's this beautiful pinky mauve color, so pretty. If you need a cool tone pink, add it, actually pair it with the Chanel Rose Naturel. It is gorgeous, divine. I love it so much. It's so beautiful, such a beautiful pairing of lipstick. Last but not least, I have been loving my Chantecaille eye color. This is the Mermaid eye color in copper. And so to give my eyes just a little razzle dazzle after I use the Guerlain, I really should have told you about this after the Guerlain, but I totally forgot. You just put this over top and it gives you a beautiful glistening eyeshadow look without being too much. I'm wearing that today. It's just very smooth. It doesn't add a lot of drama. Like I said, it's very skin-like. It kind of reminds me of like the Gucci illuminating drops, but for like eyeshadow. Those are all the things I've been loving in January. Tell me, darlings, what have been some of your favorite January things? Yeah, I've been loving these bolder looks. I'm really excited to continue to play with makeup and maybe recreate it with you guys online. I'm thinking of doing a series, a work series. Get ready with me, like my work office look in different color series. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. I've been thinking about that. I think that'd be kind of fun. I can show you with like blue colors, green colors, neutral colors, pink colors, and we can kind of play with both eyeshadows and lipsticks and just go wild. I feel like that'd be really fun. And I could help you like use your makeup more. So let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful week, and I will catch you in the next one.